and here number of defective, and here.
Same.
P chart. P chart, not MP chart. It's for P chart. Then put the 100. Then go to P chart option. Let's go to test and perform all tests. All tests and click OK. And click OK.
Просто он для этого NP-чат делал.
Тоже что делать? А сейчас надо было написано. Чем отличается? Значениями. Так надо сейчас было NP.
Genial. Done? Urban. Done?
Yeah.
And after make this graph, you have to make a decision yourself. It is the probability of defective is under control or out of control. What do you think? Sasha, what do you think? Out of control.
Саша.
Yeah, it's one time there are too high the probability of defective is happen. Right? So when you compare with the MP chart here, MP chart here, this is what? Is the mean of defective is 20, right? Is center. Got it? The UCS upper control limit, that is how much? 32.85. That is upper control. But in P chart is probability of what? Mean of probability, defective probability is 20%, 20.7%. Is upper and the lower, you can know that. So, in final test, I will ask with the question that is make a decision under control or out of control. And another question is how much is UCL, how much is LCL? I will give you a question that you have to write the answer sheet in here. Here's the LCL, low control limit, is 0.0855 and upper control limit is 0.3285. Yeah, then. Lower is no problem. It's upper is problem. Yeah.
We can always use NP chart, right?
Sorry?
We can always use only NP chart to know this.
P chart and NP chart and X bar chart.
The same result?
Yeah, I will ask about that. Is control or not? And how much is LCL or the UCL? I will ask.
Because I'm afraid that we we can remember all settings. For example,
I will give you a same sample file. I will give you a file. Clear? Clear? Yeah.
Can we use only one chart? Can we use only NP chart?
P or NP?
Yeah.
It's the same.
What is it?
NP chart, P chart.
P chart is same.
Result.
Result is could be different because sometimes we use this one for the one sample data, right? So it looks very similar because probability of defective is, for example, 20 divided by the 100. So this is a changing to the probability, but using the number of defect, it looks like a similar, but could be a different. And let's go to the defect data. Defect, how much? 5, make 1, 5, 6, 4, 7, 8, 5, 6, 1, 2, 5, 4.
we can make different data.
Yeah. Number of defect. number of defects. Please make the data that's smaller than the 10. And let's go to the C chart and U chart. Please go to statistics. Please go to the control chart. And please go to attribute chart. And here that's what about C? Number of defect chart. And click, put in the C3 and C chart option. Go to the test and perform all tests. And OK. And OK. Then you will see that the C chart. And
we should use C1? Yes?
no, C2. C2.
C2?
Yeah, only C2.
Oh.
Yeah. C chart option. Perform all test. Yeah. Julia? Yeah. What do you think? Make a decision. The process is control or not? Process is what? Under the control. Under control. So here's you will see that the upper control limit is number of defect. If the over the 11, we call that the out of control. How about the under? Else it is 0. That means there's no meaning. There's no meaning. Because the defect is small and smaller is best. Got it? Mm-hmm. Okay. Let's go to the U chart. Please go to statistics and control chart. Let's go to the attribute chart and go to U chart. Is the U chart is DPU chart defect per unit. Average defect per unit chart. So put the data of defect and subgroup size means that how many units you get the sample. How many units? How much? Well, no. What about the 50? You get the 50 unit, you get the sample, and there we get the defect like that. After that, please go to U chart, the option, and test, perform all tests. And click OK, and click the OK. The chart looks very similar because just to change the probability of defect, we use that the U chart, and the number of defect that is C chart is very similar because we're using the same data.
What is U chart? Is the chart of
Data defect per unit. Defect per unit. This one is we get the 50 unit sample. In there, we how much that? For example, 5. So let me in here. We get the 5 defect in the 50 unit sample. So that is divided, that is 10%. So every unit, every sample has a 0.1 defect included per unit. Yeah. Okay. In final test, I will ask you that to write something. So please write the control chart name that the number of defect. What is that, Dennis?
Number of steps.
Number of defect chart. What is number? What is name?
Chart.
Number of defect. Number of defect. C-chart. Number of defective chart is NP chart. Probability of defective chart is P chart. I like your students have something wrong answer. And DPU chart is what? DPU chart is U chart. U chart. Defect per unit chart is U chart. U is mean that unit. C is mean that the countable. So NP chart is number of defective chart.
But NP, what does it mean? Number?
No. P is probability of the defective. N is sample size. If you multiply that, you can get the number of defective. Okay?
In just P chart is probability.
Like this. Here. Probability, you get the, then it's like this. You get the 5 defective in, you get the sample is 50 here. Here's the multiple the sample size 50. What happened? Here's the this disappeared. This is the number of defective. So and P chart. This one is a P, right? Probability of defective. This one is for sample size n. If you multiply here, then this disappear. So you will get the number of defective. So we call that NP chart. Is clear? This one is the probability of defective, right?
Why multiple 50? Why multiple 50?
This one is sample size. That is n. This one is p. So if you multiply here, you will get the number of defect. So we call that NP chart. NP chart. Good? Okay. Until now, this is for the control chart. This is the N of the 6 sigma 2 during the DMAIC. DMAIC. And let's start prepare the final test.
Michael Harry will clean it.
Human cleaner.
Открываем все.
Что открываем? Ходит туда.
Учителя.
I will give you almost at the 10 question. I try to prepare. The basic is DMAIC. AIC. Define, measure, analyze, improve, the control. First, if you get the data, you have to get the information from the sample. We call that basic information. Calculate with the Minitab. What is possible? For example, variance, standard deviation, mean, you have to calculate from the Minitab. How can you use? You draw just one graph. What? Basic statistics is coming from the where? Yeah, Graphical summary.
О май гаш.
Вот это вообще.
Summary.
Мне кажется, мы пропустили этот урок. Да?
Ну, потому что картинка вводит, а тут списать все данные.
Что тогда?
А картинка вводит справа, помните?
You have to know that get the data from the mean and median, Q1, Q3, and the variance, standard deviation you have to get from the graphical summary. Second, in defined stage, we practiced what? We practiced part2 chart. Part2 chart. You have to draw. When you prepare the tool and test, where is the menu first? And in Minitab, where is the menu first? And after you running that, you have to make a decision or explain the result. Yeah, each one. Yeah, you have to draw a part2 chart. Second, in defined stage, in analyze stage, we practice the t-test, right? T-test. And in t-test, we do that, compare the two groups, right? Two more than group, we use that the ANOVA test. And in here, analyze stage, you have to be careful. You have to write the H0 and H1. You have to write H0, H1. In here, in t-test, what? H0 is two groups mean is equal. H1 is two groups mean is not equal.
Yeah.
After that, you have to get the p-value from the Minitab. You compare with the alpha, 5%, bigger or smaller, you decide. And what are you going to do with the reject H0 or accept H0? And after that, you have to explain the result. Two groups is different or not different. And here, ANOVA, what? All groups mean is equal. H1 is at least one group is different, at least. So after that, go to the Minitab and get the p-value compared with the alpha 0%, and reject H0 or not. You have to make a decision.
If P more than alpha, we reject H0, yes?
Here. If the p-value is smaller than the alpha, reject H0, accept H1. What happened? Two groups is different, right? Here, at least one group is different. Got it? Okay, we will practice with the Minitab later.
And if p-value bigger than alpha?
If the p-value is bigger than alpha, we cannot reject H0. We accept H0. So in here, we cannot say that two groups is different. So two groups is equal. Here, all group is not different. So we say that all group is equal. And so for in analyze stage, we practice the correlation. In correlation, what you have to get? First is correlation index is R, and the what? P-value. Compare with the alpha. If the p-value is smaller than the alpha, we call that is two group is related each other. R here. With the R, we know that that relation is positive or negative.
If P more than alpha is positive, yes?
What? If the p-value is bigger than the alpha, we cannot say that two group is related. what? Rho, this one is for the population. It's same with R is equal 0. That means it's not related. H1 is rho is not 0. Negative or the positive. Each analyzed tool, it has a hypothesis. You have to write the answer sheet. And 5 is regression. Analyze. That is, 2 is possible. Simple regression and multiple regression is possible. In simple regression, you have to find out the regression equation. After that, you have to find out the R squared. In multiple regression, you have to screen the factor first. After that, go to the equation and the R squared. The screen way is, 3 way is possible. First is regression, and stepwise best subset is possible. And last one is for the control chart. Where? In here. Control chart. Equation and R squared. That's all.
That's all?
Yeah.
Can you repeat about multiply?
Some. This one is one question. This one is another one. Yeah. Sometimes asking about the mean. Sometimes asking the median. So it's almost 10 questions I will give you.
10 questions?
Yeah. 10 or more than the 10, smaller than the 15. Not over the 15 questions, not over.
Regression is about improvement.
Here?
Correlation and regression, they are all about improvement. Improvement.
Here? Analyze. Analyze. In improved stage, we using the ANOVA.
And control stage, we're using statistics. In control stage.
In control stage, I explain about the X bar R, X bar S, IMR chart, and NP chart, P chart, C chart, U chart. Yeah. Today I explained. There is coming more than 2 questions coming. Okay?
But let's make, 10 questions is enough. Don't make it more than 10.
I mean, you need more.
No.
Because they're kind of
About
big.
20 questions?
No, we need just 10.
You just no more.
More.
No more.
Yeah.
But the college asked me that ask for the more than the 20 questions. But I tried to because it take a long time.
Yeah. Before we
So
also
because
had 10.
you get the data and you go to the Minitab. After that, analyze. You write your answer sheet. So it take a long time. I think it's about 2 hours. I think
2 years.
2 years.
Let's.
Any question?
All the questions will be dealing with Minitab.
Yeah.
Minitab using.
Yeah.
All the questions.
So if you have to check that it's connected with the internet, because I will give you a file with the internet, and then you have to check that this Minitab is working or not. If the Minitab is not working, you cannot solve any question. 몰라. Good. Where's Ksenia? Hongo and
Look at this, I told you.
We value more than alpha, we reject H0, yes?
what?
We value more than alpha.
Compare with alpha?
Yeah. We value more than alpha.
Yeah.
We accept H0, yes?
Yeah.
Accept.
Yeah. Accept H0.
If
Normalize.
Normalize.
Но тоже, наверное, через H0. How should we analyze Pareto chart? Yeah, after we make Pareto chart, what should we do?
We reject X0 or accept in
Мне кажется,
correlation.
это вот надо что-то сделать только для
What about Pareto chart? Does it concern about
H0,
H1 and H0?
There is no H0.
There is no. I just want to tell you, like, what is the most defect, first defect, second defect, like.
Yeah, for final reason.
Pareto
Using
chart
in the-
покажет, какие причины у тебя вызывают дефекты. Там 70% батарея.
И вы должны это
И мы должны
написать,
написать,
как
да.
мы же это делаем эволюционно.
Ну вот.
Okay, let's practice. Let's go to the main tab. You cannot. It's not open. Not open. Okay, let's go to the practice in so fast because I have to show you some the material come from the company when we practice in the Six Sigma. I try to give you or show you. Okay, please go to the open worksheet and go to the sample folder. Please go to the camshaft, please. Camshaft.
Good.
Camshaft. Camshaft. And how can you get the basic information? The basic statistics. Please go to statistics, go to basic statistics, and please go to graphical summary here. And please go to put in the length C1. C1 and click OK. Using this graphical summary, you will see that the what? Mean, standard deviation, and variance, and here's what? Median is Q2, Q1, Q3, maximum, minimum data. You will see that the information, basic information.
And what should I write? What should I write?
I will ask you in the question, how much is the mean? Using this one. Yeah. Sorry. So using the test file one, how much is the mean in the about the length? There, write the answer.
And confidence.
Mean is 600.07.
But confidence level.
Confidence level is for the estimation, but I will not ask you. Using this one, order the statistic and the basic statistics. I will ask that.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's go to the another one.
Oh, please, could you repeat the main idea of this summer reference? Some people from this group, they didn't catch.
Not
You want that again? Or one more time.
Я девчонки, просто смотрите, будет вопрос, что такое мин, и вот отсюда.
So you have to write the menu. Where can you draw this one? Basic statistics. In statistics, basic statistics. Here's the graphical summary.
Yes,
Okay.
yes, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Here's put the variable right here. Here. And click OK.
We got it.
Then you will see that the result.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
And
What is the test? What is the question?
how much the mean like that?
That's it.
Yeah.
Okay, next.
Sometimes
We
ask.
should cheat from the screen. Cheat the mean. Okay.
Okay, she got it.
And let's go to the t-test.
Okay.
Go to statistics. Basic statistics. You have to be careful. T-test and paired t-test is different. Paired t-test is data is paired. So I did not told you before. So please go to 2 sample T. 2 sample T. And here's a data is one column. Here's a different column. You have to go there because data is unstacked data. Unstacked data is 2 here. So please go to the different column and supply 1, supply 2. 1, C2, C3, and then please go to the graph. I think it is good choice that using the box plot. And please go to the OK.
Okay, wait. Куда?
Graphs, а потом подсплот.
Yeah. And then you will see that the result here. First, you have to find out that where is the p-value. How much? 0.001. You have to write the answer sheet. What is H0? What is H1? And then calculate from the Minitab. You have to write the p-value. How much? 0.001. And compare the alpha. Alpha is how much, Alpha?
I have something different.
Yeah. Alpha is how much? 0.05. 5%. We compare always. So you have to write the answer, p-value and alpha. What is bigger? Here's the alpha is bigger. P-value is smaller than the alpha. Reject H0. So what's the meaning? Two group is different. Different. And here, supply 1, supply 2 minus, that is how much? Minus 0.682. So that mean is minus is what is bigger? This supplier 2 is bigger than the supplier 1. That is clear.
Why?
Here, embedding is less than alpha.
Yeah.
Ah,
We accept
okay.
H1.
Yeah. After that, you have to explain. So, if the difference is statistically, we know that, right? After that, if this one is minus, that means here is the bigger, right? If the supply one is bigger, it has to be plus, right? So you have to explain the result. And ANOVA test, let's go to the ANOVA test. Please go to the statistics and ANOVA. Here's another one is possible. One way, that means one reason is made different. And here's let's put in the three groups. Please go to the one way unstack. Unstack means saving the different column. So put in the all data.
One way unstack?
Да.
One way unstack. After that, please click the OK. Then you will see that the result. You have to write the H0 and H1, and p-value is how much? You will see that the 0.001 compare with the alpha. If the smaller than alpha, reject H0. So that means what? At least one group is different. What do you think? With this one, at least supply 2, supply 1 is different, clear, right? We cannot say that length is different, we cannot say. Because its estimation is duplicate, right? So, within the 3 group, 2 group is different. Yeah. Supplier 1 and supplier 2 is different. That is result. And correlation. What about the C2 and C3? Let's go to the correlation analyze. Please go to the statistics and go to basic statistics. You will see that first from the bottom, there are correlation. Let's put in the 2 group, supplier 1 and supplier 2, and click the OK. Then you will see that the result. What do you think? First, you have to find out the R. How much? Minus 0.068, that is R. that is negative relationship, right? If the coming the minus.
How many,
And p-value is
More than alpha.
what?
how many columns? C1, C2, C3? All?
No. Just C2, C3. Correlation always is possible that compare the two groups that related or not. And p-value we compare with the alpha. If the p-value is smaller than alpha, then two groups is related each other. But p-value is bigger than the alpha, two groups is not related. What about this one? P-value is bigger than the alpha, so we cannot say two groups is related. So they are not related.
We
Each
accept
one. We
each
accept
one.
each one.
We accept
Except H0, this case. Except H0.
Почему accept it? Why we accept it?
And
Потому что это будет-
for practice with the regression, please, what about the length and the supplier one? Please go to statistics, and please go to regression. Please go to regression. You have to be careful. This response is receive the effect. Give the effect that is predict variable. Predict variable.
What is regression?
Статистика, регрессия.
Statistics, regression, and regression.
Это какое задание?
And
Excuse me. Could you please repeat what you say about response just now?
Почему нам
Yeah.
надо писать задание?
response that is receive the effect. And predict is give the effect. For example, son's height and father's height. Who give the effect?
Father.
The father give to the son. Son is receive the effect. Son's height is go to the response. Father's height is go to the predictor. With the father's height, you can predict the son's height. Okay? For example, here, what about the response is C1? Predictor is C2. For example. And click the OK. Then you will see that the result in here. In regression analysis, you have to find out first the equation. How much that? Here, regression equation is length equal 727 minus 0.212
Where is?
supply 1.
I couldn't see.
Really? You cannot see here. Here. Regression equation is here. And where's the R square? Here. R square. RSQ. So that means how much is supply 1 is explained to the length. Let's give the effect. How much?
1%.
Just 1%. It's very small. Yeah, very small. Yeah. So we don't know about 99% explained.
What about p-value?
This p-value is mean that the effect is statistical meaning or not. P-value is bigger than alpha, right?
Yes.
So it has no meaning. No
Yes.
meaning. No meaning the predict variable.
But я вообще так и не поняла. Could you actually? I didn't catch.
And let's
And
for practice. Let's open another one.
could you show regression analyze on another?
Please open the worksheet
Wait.
and go to sample file. What about the
Вообще решил через за 10 минут всю теорию прогнать. Наверное.
what about the open the file ex what exh dash regr. REGR is mean that regression. We try to do that the multiple regression Here's that the heat flux receive the effect from the east, south, north. So we try to screen the factor first. What is significant to the heat flux? So the three-way is possible, but I try to show you that two-way. First is, please go to the statistics. What?
EXR regr.
EXHE, that's REGR. And please go to statistic and regression, and please go to regression.
Okay.
Response is the flux C3, and predictor is C5, C6, C7.
Heat flux where?
The heat flux receives the effect from the east side, north side, and south side.
Multiple regression.
Multiple regression, right?
Okay, I opened this file and after what I have to do? What statistic?
Statistics, regression, regression. Here.
Ah, okay.
Потом нажимаешь
Heat
как
flux and east, south, north, and click the OK, then you will see that the result. First is coming the equation. After that, you will see that the R square, 87%. But predictor, you will see that the p-value, the constant, that is 389, that is constant. And east, south, north, you will see that what is bigger than the alpha. That east is bigger than alpha, so there's no meaning. So you have to screen the factor. Have to go to the one more time. Here. Eliminate east.
убираем у него, да.
No meaning because the p-value in here that is bigger than the alpha. We say there's no meaning in statistics. Here, south is 0, north is 0, but east is 92%, right? 9.2%, so that is bigger than the alpha, 5%. Alia, got it? Yep. And click the OK. Then you will see that another equation, except is that is R square is 85%. The p-value is
0.
all 0. So just the south and north give the effect of heat flux about 85.9% explained. We just don't know how much.
2%.
14, almost 14% we don't know. So in multiple regression, you have to screen the factor, not give the effect. You have to screen that. Another way is go to statistics, go to regression. Please go to stepwise. Stepwise is the way to the screen the factor. And response is heat flux. Predictor is east, south, north. After the click the OK, then you will see the result in here. Stepwise is try to screen the factor.
Stepwise?
Stepwise.
Где мы это выбираем?
Statistics and regression and stepwise. Okay. Then this one, step 1, step 2, step 3. In step 1, the north is give the effect to the heat flux. How much? 72% R square. In second step, north and south is included together. Give the effect. How much? 85% is explained. But in final, the east is included together, but the p-value here, p-value is bigger than alpha, is no meaning. And R square is just a change about 2%. Understand? So here's no meaning. After that, you go to regression again, and put the north and south together, make an equation.
So it means that during our regression question, first we do regression analyze, then go to stepwise, then come back again to the regression.
Come back to the regression. This multiple regression is two-way, three-way is possible. That's the screen, the factor. Okay, let's break.
Can I ask? This p-value is 0.092, and it's bigger than alpha, so we have to...
There's no meaning.
Yes.
So we have to accept this one.
And we use stepwise again?
Sorry? After stepwise, we have to go to the regression.